Bearcats fans, what is going on? This is Meyer here with
JT Smith
of the Front Office News, and we are recapping the Bearcats' 81-71 loss here at Fifth Third Arena to Big 12 elite team in Texas Tech. They're obviously a tough matchup for Cincinnati tonight, to say the least, in a game that was, coming into this one, was a must-win for Cincinnati. But unfortunately, JT, it's just safe to say Texas Tech was the better ball club on just about every aspect of this game. They shot the absolute lights out of this gym, obviously shooting nearly 50% from behind the arc, and on top of it, just 69 points between four guys of the 81. So overall, it's just Cincinnati handled them the first 8 minutes, but the final 12 minutes of the first half, when the lid started coming off for Texas Tech there, it just seemed to open things up, and it was a gauntlet of a battle back and forth for Cincinnati, to say the least.
For sure. I would say for UC, they're starting to score the ball. I like they're playing more inside. I think they're attacking the rim a lot better. I mean, they went 3 of 14 from three. I'll take that. There's a couple that were, I think only one that was really forced. I think their last shot before the half. But what I didn't like was the Bearcats, they just got out hustled, out won, by Texas Tech, man. And, Texas Tech's a smaller team, but if you would have just watched it without knowing sizes and everything, you would have thought they had the bigger team. They played like it. And that was the main reason, man, because, the Bearcats, Tech, hit 12 threes, which is a hell of a lot of threes. But, you beat somebody on the offensive, on the glass, 34-27, and it was a 10, rebound deficit for most of the game. I think they got a few offensive rebounds late in the game to kind of, separate that or close that gap. But at the same time, man, Tech just did what they wanted and ended up burning the Bearcats, man. And then late game execution, man. They had a chance, had it at 5. They set the line, misses the front end. Tech comes down. I think they might have hit a 3, right?
Hit a 3 right out
of it. Boom. So you could have.
Well, right out of it was the goaltend by Dylan Mitchell, and then they come down and hit the 3.
So essentially, could have had a chance to be down 3 with the crowd going crazy. Go down 7. They come down. You're down 11. Fight back again, but just they could never really get the score under 5 in the second half, and Texas Tech kept making the plays.
I think the biggest difference for this one, JT, was you look down and you see 10-3 on the offensive boards. I think that was the biggest difference, because there was one possession early in the second half where Texas Tech had 3 offensive rebounds on one possession, and that was the possession where things started to kind of shift in favor of Texas Tech after Cincinnati cut it close again. But on top of it, anytime you get out-rebounded, for Cincinnati, that's something that you're not really happy with, considering the rebounding ability for this team. Now, it did sound like Aziz Bandego was a little bit banged up heading into this one, which was revealed from Texas Tech's coach Grant McCaslin following the game, and Wes Miller even kind of followed in, saying that Aziz did not go through shoot-around this afternoon, and that was you could kind of see that was something that they missed. So, overall, it sounds like Cincinnati's starting to get a little bit banged up here in the middle of the stretch of conference play. But now they just have to quickly turn the page. But like you mentioned, JT, the offense, 40 points in the paint, that's the season high. And realistically, the first half where Cincinnati shoots 60% from the field with 22 of your first 38 coming inside the paint, you think you would be in good hands. But in the end, unfortunately, it just wasn't Cincinnati's night.
No, for sure. So, you shoot 52% from the field for the whole game. That's a plus, something you can build on, something they have to build on, something they must build on.
I think Jizzle James was fantastic tonight, too. I thought that was a game where everyone kind of knew, like Saturday versus Arizona State, that could have been the breakout game. Obviously, Wes Miller noted that he was battling some sort of illness heading into that one. But to see him tonight finish with 17 points on 8 of 12 shooting, I think that was the kind of performance that you were wanting to see from your sophomore point guard.
No, for sure. Something they could build on. It's got to keep building. Got 2 games on the road, the BYU and Utah back-to-back. So, they got to, trust in themselves to get a couple dubs on the road. And if they can come back here 4-5, I think, stuff changes. Still an uphill battle, but they just got to, strap the boots up and keep pushing. Make sure you got to check out the Front Office News. Neil's working on a recap. That'll be up tonight. We have video of Texas Tech and their players, as well as, Wes Miller and Arrington Page. So I'm JT Smith.
And I'm Meyer.
We're signing out.